What is going on, y'all? It's your boy HD MMA back at again with another video. I'm cranking these hoes out. Just got out my picks for UFC Perth. If you didn't watch that, go watch that. And today we're doing something a little bit different. We are because we are a collective. We are HD MMA. I'm not the sole person that makes these videos. You guys make these videos too. But we are giving a rating and watching out for prospects from Dana White's contender series. I wanted to do a contender series, kind of like isolate that because that is where the best talent for MMA is coming out of these days for the UFC. I want to do prospects y'all should watch out for, prospects y'all should be watching, y'all should be researching, y'all should be pretty much fucking glazing. I'm going to give these guys a rating, 10 being you should be glazing this fucking guy, watching every fight, picking him to win by fucking knockout every fight, bragging to my friends when I watch a pay-per-view about this fighter, bragging to them, saying he's gonna fucking be the next UFC champion. I'm fucking basically picking this guy to speed run the division and be the next champion in their respective division. One being they're on thin fucking ice, and the next fight, if they fucking lose, I'm fucking switching up on them like fucking Muay Thai. Switching up like Muay Thai truck. I'm switching up on their asses like Muay Thai, and I'm fucking hate watching them and picking them to lose every fight there, and if it's not a fucking layup. So yeah, we're just gonna get into this, starting with the heavyweight division. We are going to Mario Pinto. Now, Mario Pinto, he's not a blob. He's semi-blob. He's got some, stretch marks here and there, but he's not blobby. He doesn't fucking, he's not like the kind of guy that can't see his fucking toes when he bends over or some shit like that. He's got good power. He's undefeated in the heavyweight division. He's coming off some pretty good KOs. Not good opponents, but good just KOs in general. KO'd fucking Austin Lane, who is pretty shit, but it is a KO nonetheless. It's fucking, bro, it's heavyweight. Like y'all fucking know the deal when it comes to heavyweight. He is fighting Juanita Dennis in his fucking in his next fight in a couple weeks. Dennis he's pretty shit, but I think Lane's gonna win that fight. I think Lane's gonna chin him, and I don't see that fight going to the ground at all. I think it's just gonna be a stand up fight, and I think Pinto is gonna catch him and chin him. But yeah, that's besides the point. I think Mario Pinto, he's someone that's probably going to be in the rankings or just outside the rankings for a score. I think he's a good 4 out of 10. Like, I don't think I'm switching up on him because it is heavyweight. People do get chinned. You can fucking skill doesn't really matter. But yeah, I think he's going to be probably just outside the rankings. Chin a couple people, get chin, get one decision here or there, that kind of thing. Moving on, we got Navajo fucking stealing for light heavyweight division. You guys obviously know. If you watch the perf picks, I'm picking this guy to fucking smoke. Rodolfo fucking Rodolfo Blahobo, he's gonna fucking smoke him, mate. He's gonna fucking, get inside the pocket, mate. Fucking hit him with the hook, mate. Fuck him up, mate. He's gonna fuck up fucking Rodolfo Bafluco. And yeah, I think he's going to be a pretty good contender in the light heavyweight division in the future. I think he's going to get in that top 10 range, top 5 range, you know, might get a title elimination bout, might lose a title fight here and there. He's going to be a prominent figure moving forward in the light heavyweight division. He's got good striking, he's good shot selection, he's slick, he's not a fucking blob, pretty athletic. He is kind of low output in some moments in the fight, but I think he's got good composure, good fight IQ. And yeah, he's autistic just like all of us. He's might stand your fucking bait. He's fucking part of the MMA community. He's a nerd just like all of us. And yeah, we are fucking rooting for Navajo Sterling. So yeah. Out of 10, I'm going to give Navajo Sterling a 7 out of 10. I do think he's going to get into the rankings. I do think he's going to get into the upper echelon of the rankings, that top 10, top 5 spot in the future. I do think he's going to have some pretty good wins going forward. And yeah, Navajo Sterling, we are rooting for you to win tomorrow or a Sunday. Fucking my dog. What are you doing? Just fucking looking at me. Yeah, I do pick him to win this Saturday. And yeah, I do see him having a prosperous career in the UFC moving forward. Moving on next. This is my guy. And if y'all watch his fights, y'all know this guy is fucking next up. This guy, he's going to be, spoiler, he's going to be in probably the highest rated fighter out of every fighter I list in this video. Fucking a typical here. Oh my god, bro. I'm fucking glazing this guy. Every fucking fight, I'm glazing this guy, bro. He is fucking next up. I swear to God, I put that on everybody's soul watching this video. I put that on everybody's soul watching this video. This dude is next up. Fucking great fucking mechanics. Great composure. Fucking hits like a fucking kangaroo kick, bro. I swear to God, he hits like a fucking mule. Extremely powerful. Extremely big for the division. 6'4", 81-inch reach. Fucking young as hell. He's 23 years old. And I just see him fucking steamrolling through the entire middleweight division. I do think he's probably going to move up when he gets older. Move up to 205 because he's big as fuck. And he's muscular as fuck. But yeah. As for right now, he's fucking steamrolling through these guys. He's fighting fucking Ozzy Diaz in his next fight. He's gonna fucking chin the fuck out of him. And that is fucking next week too. He's gonna fuck up Ozzy Diaz in his next fight. And yeah, I'm fucking glazing this guy, bro. His last fight at fucking UFC 318, I fucking went to Buffalo Wild Wings with 2 of my friends. We fucking went there, or I wanted to go there to watch the fucking fight. This guy, before his fight started, I fucking glazed this guy in front of my fucking friends, unapologetically. I said, mate, this dude fucking, I didn't say mate, I'm turning into a fucking Australian. The fucking perf is fucking running through me. It's going through my blood. I fucking glazed this guy in front of my friends, and he went out there, fucking finished the dude in 30 seconds. Dude, do you know how good it feels as an MMA fan to glaze a guy in front of your friends? Then he goes out there and he does exactly what the fuck you tell him he's gonna do to your friends, bro. There's no other feeling. There's no other better feeling than that. And yeah, he is fucking next up. Out of 10, this guy is a 10 out of 10, bro. He's a fucking 10 Excellent. Out of 10. This early he's a 10 out of 10. He is next up at middleweight or at 205, whatever he wants to do. But yeah, I fucking love this guy. Moving on. His nickname is kind of shit though. He does have a fucking UFC 2 career mode NPC ass nickname. He's like the fucking, he has the nickname of computer and UFC fucking in the UFC games that where you won the championship and you're just cycling through all the contenders, you beat all the real people, and then they give you a fucking just an NPC like when you're about to finish the career mode. He does have one of those nicknames, but other than that, he is fucking amazing. Next up, we got the welterweight division. We got Jacoby Smith. Now, I wasn't familiar with his game before making this video, and I have watched some of his fights. This guy's a fucking problem, bro. Like, straight up. He's really powerful, really strong. He's got good boxing. He does leave himself open in the pocket. When he knocked out that guy, I think his name was Preston Parson or some shit like that. When he knocked out that guy, he did drop his hand basically to his waist when he threw that left hook that knocked him out. But other than that, he is pretty good. He super powerful, really good jab, good shot selection. He's not that high output, or he doesn't have that high of an output, but he is really fucking really powerful. And yeah, I look forward to seeing what he can do in the lightweight division. I know some other guys might glaze this guy, do what I did to a Teba Gautier, but I do think he's rankings material. I do think he's probably top 5 material. I don't really see him as champion level. I don't really see that out of him, but I do think he is going to be a prominent figure in the welterweight division moving forward. Out of 10, my door did some haunted house shit. But out of 10, I think he's a good 7 out of 10. Like, I do see him getting fucking dog. Hold on, y'all. Sorry about that. Why does this fucking cookies notification keep on popping up? Yeah, I do see him going far into the rankings in that top five, territory. I do probably see him fighting for the belt, or at least in like a title elimination kind of fight, kind of thing. But yeah, Jacoby Smith. Yeah, I said 7 out of 10. Yeah, 7 out of 10 for Jacoby Smith. Moving on, we got Esteban Rivovich for the lightweight division. This guy, he is super fun to watch. I was debating on either him or Nazim Sadikov. That's his name, I think. Him or Nazim Sadikov. And I think one other guy, but I can't remember his name. Yeah, either him or Nazim Sadikov, but I can pronounce his name way better, and I've seen more of his fights. And yeah, this guy's a fucking problem. He's always coming to scrap. He's always ready to fucking throw down at any moment. He has good combinations. He has confidence in himself to let... He has confidence in himself to let his hands go. He's not afraid to let his hands go, let his kicks go. Not afraid to scrap. Not afraid to get into fucking war. That fight he had against Daniel Zellhuber, the fucking extreme couture point fighter ass motherfucker. Oh my god, my dog. Yeah, he pinged him up pretty good. Had an entertaining fight with him. Went to a decision. But yeah, this guy, I can see this guy being like a, Justin Gaethje kind of guy. Not as wild as Gaethje was in his early career, but he's like in a good like middle spot where he's not like that technical, but he's not like extremely like fucking wild. He is that right right bit of killer instinct and technique that makes him extremely fun to watch. So yeah. I do see him getting in the top 10 of the rankings, maybe not top 5, maybe not really in like championship level like contention, kind of like a Dan Hooker kind of spot. Like when Dan Hooker fucking retires, I could see a guy like Esteban Ribovic taking his place as like that guy who's that was a fart. That guy who's technical but can give you a very entertaining fight and is not afraid to get in a scrap. Yeah, I think he's very fuck, I lost my train of thought. Not very title material, but definitely like fun fight material. If you wanna save a fight night, some guy pulls out, you call up Esteban Ribovic and he's your guy. So yeah, I got Esteban Ribovic. For 1 out of 10, I think he's a good 5. Okay. He's a good 5. I don't see him getting a title, but I don't see him like just falling off completely out of the rankings. Maybe not 5, maybe 6. Yeah, he's a good 6. I do like him. Moving on, we got fucking the featherweight division, and for the featherweights we got Tommy McMillan. I don't know why for the fucking UFC website. This is a $7 billion company. I don't know why on the UFC website he's listed as fucking 1-0 when he's like 9-0, and he's just fucking ore farming in his like fighter picture. He turns into like a half zombie. This is like the most pale person I've ever seen in my life. He does not look this pale on like when he's fighting or actually on camera, but for some reason the fucking color correction team at the UFC just makes him a fucking vampire. But yeah, Tommy McMillan, I do think he's gonna try and copy the Sean O'Malley title run. He does, train with Sean and Tim Welch. This is Tim Welch's continuation. This is how he gets in the fucking gets in between in between rounds. This is how we get the beautiful bub. Fight's almost over. You're the fucking champ. You're the fucking champ, man. Drink this THC. This is how he continues on with his isms. We are gonna see him, when Sean O'Malley retires. We are gonna see Tim McMillan, get on the Tim Welch podcast. We are gonna see fucking him and fucking Schmitty and Timbo and all the other fucks. We are gonna see him in that crowd, definitely. And I also think we're gonna see him, get some easy fights, get up in the rankings at featherweight. I mean, it's not the fucking, people always think featherweight's like this fucking murderer's row. When we got fucking Lerone Murphy about to get a title shot, and he's 35 years old and undefeated, and got fucking Josh Emmett just swinging a fucking overhand, remaining in like the top 10 like for fucking eternity and shit like that. But I do see him rising up the rankings. The UFC writing team getting this guy up there, getting this guy a title shot. He's got fucking plants vouching for him and shit. We are gonna see way more Tommy McMillan in the future and in these next few years, especially with the Paramount deal. They need a star. Paramount needs a star, and Tommy McMillan, he's ripened for some fucking stardom. So yeah, and besides all that, I do think he's a good fighter. He has good takedown defense, a good sprawl. That's what won him his Contender Series debut, that good sprawl. I do say though, he does need some some front headlock attacks. He does end up in that position a lot. He ended up in that position a lot in his Contender Series debut. And watching that fight, I do feel like he was just kind of, staying in that position, that front headlock position where he has, where he's on the back of a dude's head, and kind of just staying in that position, throwing some like little shots here and there. I think he does need some front headlock attacks. You gotta, transition into a Doris, maybe a ninja choke, a guillotine, an anaconda, something like that, to keep him a bit more dangerous and to get some finishing potential in his game. But other than that, I think he has a good pace for striking. He does. I would like to see him get a bit more, get his cardio a bit more up, a bit more sound cardio, get a better punching pace. We develop some good striking defense. I really do see him being a problem, having a good cardio, good pace, really good takedown defense. That's going to be a problem in the featherweight division. So yeah, I do see Tommy McMillan getting up in the rankings, and for a score of 1 through 10, I think he's a 7. We're gonna see him a lot more. So yeah, that's in the featherweight division. Tommy McMillan, get your fucking website, get your fucking website production up, fucking UFC. God damn, how many fucking times are we gonna have to see blank silhouettes for debuting fighters and fucking shit ass color correction for photos? But moving on, for bantamweight, we got Elijah Smith. Not someone I really was aware about, but I like him. I like him a lot. He is extremely fast, extremely explosive for 135, which is very crazy. He has good timing on his takedowns. He does try to advance position when he gets into a dominant position. I was watching a regional fight. He was fighting this fucking a good durable Mexican. Not good, but yeah, good chin, good. He was fighting a durable Mexican, and so his takedown attempts, one time he had him like up against the cage and the guy had like, that overhook, underhook, spread his legs out against the cage, that double leg defense. He dropped down, Elijah Smith, that is, he dropped down lower into that double leg and was able to get his left leg, scoop it out from against the cage, and was able to take him down from there. And when he gets in people's guard, he does this thing where he just fucking slams them to try and get out of their guard, which worries me because that is an extremely taxing grappling style, just slamming people in order to get out of their guard, picking them up. But the fact that he's able to just pick people up fairly easily, and he was doing that throughout the fight, like round 1, round 2, round 3, he was just picking people up while he was in their guard and just slamming them down to try and get out of it. And when he does get space in order to throw strikes, he does throw very extremely devastating strikes, which is a grappling style that I like to see. And he in his last fight, he against fucking Kazuma, got that brutal slam KO where he just lifted him up where when Kazuma tried to do that triangle, locking that triangle. And yeah, that's very rare athletic talent to see in bantamweight. And I do see Elijah Smith picking up some sneaky wins here and there. He doesn't really have that much hype behind him, press behind him. I think people are sleeping on him a little bit, People are kind of writing him off. His striking does leave a lot to be desired. He is fast and explosive, but in terms of technique, it's not the best. So I think people are kind of writing him off a bit there. But I do see him developing. His dad is coaching him, so I don't really know about that. It's kind of iffy about that. If he does, probably get some. If he goes to a gym like an American Top Team or something, I do see him developing from there. And he's young. He's only 22, I think. Yeah, I think he's like 22, but he's a very young guy and a lot of athletic talent out of him. So yeah, I'm picking him. We're gonna see I think we're gonna see him sneak himself into the rankings, pick up some wins here and there on the prelims, sneak himself maybe to a top 15 kind of spot and gonna go from there. Bantamweight is not that it's not that good of a division. I mean, we got fucking, Ayman Zahabi in the top 10. So yeah, I do think Elijah Smith gonna sneak his way into the rankings, and we got fucking Vinicius Oliveira in the top 15. So if fucking Vinicius Oliveira can get into the top 15, I wholeheartedly believe Elijah Smith can get into the top 15. So yeah, for score 1 through 10, I see him as a good 5. Okay. I see him as a good 5. Realistically, do I think he's gonna be champ? No. But I do think he's gonna have some fun finishes, like that slam KO he recently got. I do see a couple more fun finishes out of him, and yeah, I do see him breaking into the rankings, and so yeah, Elijah Smith. Moving on to flyweight. This might ruffle some feathers. This might upset a few people. This might, hurt my credibility, but I do not give a fuck. I'm picking fucking Loner Kavanagh is my pick for flyweight. It's something to watch out for. Now listen and learn. I know y'all are gonna say, HD, he got fucking slimed out by Charles Johnson. And I'm going to say that's okay. That is okay. Because he is following the Joshua Van plot storyline. That is a part of the storyline that he got slimed out by Charles Johnson. It's part of the storyline, dude. He got his beat broken. He got fucking slimed out by Charles Johnson, just like Joshua Van. And I predict, I'm like the fucking, I'm like the weasel thumbnail in every fucking prediction video he does, where I'm like fucking Khabib in the weasel thumbnail with the ball and the fucking big ass throat. I'm predicting, I am foreseeing that he is going to copy the Joshua Van plot storyline where he gets slimed out by Charles Johnson and then he just goes on the fucking tear through the flyweight division, picks up some good wins, picks up some hype, beats up a fucking, maybe beats up Kai Car France or some shit like that, beats up fucking Brandon Moreno, some shit like that, and he gets to the fucking gets to the title, and we get to see Joshua Van versus Joshua Van copy duke it out in the future. But until then, he is on thin fucking ice with me. If he doesn't win his next fight, I'm fucking switching up on this dude so fucking fast. I am switching up on this motherfucker so fucking fast if he does not win his next fight. But until then, I am predicting that he is gonna copy the Joshua Van title story. The Joshua Van plot story, I mean. He's gonna, get that plot armor, get the fucking, he is gonna get that shit, and I think he's gonna rise up to through the rankings into a title shot. For his fucking skills, He has some good striking. You know, he's pretty small for the division. I do think he's kind of victim, but he has some good power. I do think he needs to work on the striking defense. Yeah, what can you say? It's fucking flyweight. Like, do you want me to put fucking Joshua Morales here? Like, what the fuck? Yeah. Out of 10, he's getting a fucking 3 out of 10. I'm going to switch up on this motherfucker if he does not win his next fight. Please, Loner Kavanagh, if you're watching this video, win your fucking next fight. For the love of God, win your next fight. But yeah, guys, that's all I got. I will see you guys after UFC Perth for my immediate reaction. I'm feeling confident on my picks. I'm not trying to switch up on my picks. I'm not trying to, watch a video, then switch up on I'm staying firm in my picks. I'm staying true to my picks. And yeah, I'll see you guys after for my reaction to UFC Perth. I'm also researching another video for you guys after, where I'm critiquing a certain individual you may or may not know about some of his comments about Magomed Ankalaev and the wrestling of a certain region of fighters. Y'all will get that probably pretty soon, probably in the week of UFC 320. And yeah, guys, hope y'all having a good day, and I'm out of here. Peace. See y'all later.